Dragon Ball Z, one of the greatest Japanese manga and anime series of all times. The tale is of our hero Goku, strong and pure of heart, as he learns he originally was a weapon of death but now becomes Earth's greatest defender. Dragon Ball Z was and still is insanely popular in Japan and North America and spawned lots of video games on various systems starting with the NES, SNES, Sega Saturn, nearly all the PlayStations and Xbox systems. But I want to show you two arcade versions, Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Z 2. Let's take a look at them. Now anyone who's familiar with Street Fighter's formula will be very accustomed to this one. As you can see, it's very similar. You've got your strength meters on the top, a timer that's ticking down between them. Basically, it's a winner of 2 rounds, goes to 3 if it's a tie. Very, very familiar formula, and you can't deny, I mean, the Street Fighter formula is awesome, has worked for years and years, so there have been so many clones, and sadly enough, this is basically a Street Fighter clone dressed in Dragon Ball Z clothes, which in itself is not a bad thing. The game, it looks beautiful, the characters are represented very much like the anime show, and it's great, and plus you can fly in this game, something that gives it a different dimension. You can fly, you can hit the ground. I've picked Vegeta, the fellow in blue, which is the enemy, and Goku has kicked my butt. This time I'll try fighting Piccolo, the larger fellow there, and continue to use Vegeta. Now, if you're a fan of the animated series, you'll know that the backgrounds look very similar. All the characters cheering you on are directly from the anime. It's just a great looking game. As far as a fighting game, it's okay. It's not spectacular, it's no Street Fighter, but if you're a fan of Dragon Ball Z, you really can't go wrong. And as a standalone game, it's fine. And look at the background. The background is destructible there. How awesome is that? It's fantastic. A year later, Dragon Ball Z 2 Super Battle was released, and though it was promising, the graphic style was very different than the 1993 version. In this one, you are now all Super Saiyans, which is the pumped up, superfied version of the original Saiyan. You can tell that by the shock of blonde hair. And you can see Goku transform into a Super Saiyan and quickly kick my butt. Right away you'll notice that the graphics are a bit more cartoony and the sprites are a bit smaller. The gameplay is definitely sped up a bit. It's a faster game. There's a lot more combos, but it's the same timed effect with your hit points up there on the top. Personally, I like the first one better. It looks a little nicer, but this is a faster game, and you can still have the fly effect. I guess it's a matter of taste. I'll stick with the first one personally, but it is a fun game nevertheless. These are the two arcade games I wanted to show you, and oh, down I go. Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Z 2.